Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. It is a beautiful morning here at Corvo Bianco. And yeah, after we spent an entire episode renovating this place, I think it's time to head out into the world again. I just want to look at one or two things before I leave. For example, we did renovate the stable, right? So, apparently we put some paintings on the wall. I hope Roach appreciates the paintings. But yeah, this place looks a lot better than before. And we also upgraded the garden. So I want to have a look at that as well. Because I think I can gather herbs now, right? Corvo Bianco greenhouse. Welcome to the Corvo Bianco greenhouse. Here you will find the herbs you need to create mutagens or change their colors. Any herbs you pick will grow back after a certain time. Alright. That's actually pretty useful. Let me harvest some of that stuff. All of these are new too. I haven't seen these herbs before. And apparently there's more down here. Alright, here you will find the plants you need to create dyes to change the color of gear in Witcher sets. Actually, I already have some grey armor dye. I must have found it somewhere. I'm not sure if I want to dye my armor grey, but I will certainly experiment with different colors once I know how to make them. But yeah, this is a nice place. Let me pick up at least some of that stuff. I'm going to assume this is for red dye and it's probably for white and yellow.
It matters not that a man's as fit as a fiddle.
And we have maybe blue dye down here. Alright, well, we can pick up more herbs later. Now, I want to go and do some actual quests. And as I mentioned last episode, I want to start with the Master quest where I can craft even better Witcher gear, and the one about the professor researching Witcher mutations. And I think both of them are actually in the city. So this one is over here, and this one is actually pretty close by. So let me head back into the city. And I mean, I could fast travel, but we want to explore a bit, right? So I'm going on foot, I guess. Maybe I will head by the tourney grounds. Apparently there is a barber at the tourney grounds too. And Garrett really needs a shave. So I think we're going to start by visiting the tourney grounds again. And look around a bit. Alright, here we are again. I think all of these guys are just
begone from my sight.
NPCs that don't actually talk.
What's that you wanted? Where have your journeys taken you last, brother?
Hail, Percy.
Well, this guy has a name, but he doesn't talk either.
This sounds compelling. Hello, fella. Would you betray the nature of the quest?
And this is not a real merchant. What's going on in here? Examine. Guillaume de L'Enfort's coat of arms. Okay, Guillaume was a guy who we saved twice from the Goliath and then the Shalma, right? I thought I saw something over there, but I didn't. Would anyone mind if I loot this stuff? I don't think so. So, let me see what I can find. A dye remover, okay. That is new. Guillaume scrap paper. O fair Vivienne, thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks, thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, crossed out, thy two breasts are like jugs of milk. Nope. Thy two breasts are like young roes that are twins. Thy hands are like two white moons. When, oh, when shall thou glance at me? I don't know. I think poems are not your talent. And don't think this is important at the moment. Invitation to the hare hunt. Well, yeah, that is already over too. So won't be needing that. Right. So we just looted Guillaume's tent. But I'm actually looking for the barber. He's apparently over here.
Oh, wisdom lies stripped of all that is noble.
Who is screaming?
Over generosity.
That
The valiant.
that woman is slightly hysterical. Alright, here's the barber.
Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming.
You do indeed. Yeah, let's do something about the hair. No, the beard actually. Need a clean shave, keep it fluffy. I guess this is the one that I usually take. And apparently he's playing Gwent as well. But today I wanna explore a
My
little bit,
time's up.
so
So long.
I can always come back and play some Gwent against the guy.
Alright,
Alright, yeah, that looks much better. Right, but let's move forward towards the city. Maybe have a look at this place. Donemy of Troy's coat of arms. Okay. Letter to Donemir. I'll take it. To Sir Donemir of Troy, greetings. I have learned from a well-informed source you shall take part in the knight's tourney in Toussaint. Putting aside the fact that the duchy's dubious reputation, loose morals, tendency for debauchery, drunkenness and lechery, the fact its noble women are said to ride around on horses topless, their enormous breasts bouncing in the breeze for hours on end, and the fact its knights errant fight not for the hands of the above-mentioned ladies, but for the hands and elsewise of each other, I must remind you that is terrain which to us, the good subjects of the northern realms, is culturally foreign, if not hostile, for whoever is not with us is against us, and the so-called neutral reeks of cowardice and treachery. But allow me to get to the point, since you insist on riding to Toussaint and consorting with drunken knights, at least make good use of the opportunity and give some Nilfgaardian a good hiding for Redania a well-wisher. That is interesting. But apparently said Donemir is not around. Delacroix's file. Isn't that one of the guys who got killed? News the beast had taken a third victim was reported by a crayfish fisherman by the name of Linus. The beast's dismembered corpse had been found in the river's shallows, tangled in the man's nets. The victim was identified as Count Delacroix. The evidence suggesting this was the beast's third victim were the wounds to the body's rib cage, which were dealt by long claws and constituted the immediate cause of death. It is not known why the beast dismembered the body. Perhaps this was a matter of staging to provoke certain connotations, as in case of the two previous victims. Yeah, I would say so too. No additional objects or tracks were found near the body. Count Delacroix's personal effects most probably were carried off by the river's current. Alright, this didn't really tell us anything new, and I suppose this is another victim. The night of the feast of Saint Nepomucca and two patrons exiting the Clever Clock's Inn came across a corpse lying in the gutter. Both witnesses Xavier and Bruno are known to the Ducal Guard as they have previously been convicted of petty theft. Seeing the highly unusual circumstances of the deceased's death, the witnesses informed the Ducal Guard and guardsmen arrived on the scene in short order. The victim was identified as Ramon Dulac, a knight-errant in the ducal service. Sir Dulac was dressed in a nightgown and nightcap, with a pillow placed under his head and a bed warmer placed in his hand. His clothing and the pillow had been soaked through by the gutter's contents. The victim perished as a result of being pierced to the heart by long claws. The blow was dealt with great precision. The guardsmen searched for any fragment of a 5-pointed star near the body, as was found in the case of Count Crespi. Yet their search yielded no results. Witnesses Xavier and Bruno deny having any such item for themselves. And I guess this is, the last file. Let's read this as well. Victim's body was found by guard patrol after sunset. Guardsmen recognized the deceased as Count Crespi? Body was found on hands and knees, propped up against pillory. Corpse was already in a state of rigor mortis, which could indicate Crespi had undergone great physical exertion before death. More likely the murderer waited for the post-mortem stiffening to set in so the body would remain in the desired pose without the need for further support. Crespi died from wounds dealt by long claws. His own sword in its sheath was hung around his neck. He was clothed in a tie which, according to his servants, he usually donned for suppers. Lying on the cobblestones near the body was a 5-pointed star made of gold. Nothing has been determined regarding its origin. Alright. Well, nice to have that little summary here.
What a specimen.
But, like I said, let's just head for the city and start one of our quests.
You'd best behave, Fred.
And we can look at this stuff later. Oh, what's this? Palmarine, Thais, Ansays, Donimir, Rainfawn, Horm, Guy, Linos, Dalwyn. I guess these are the people participating in the tourney, right?
Greetings.
Okay,
Sir,
enough of that.
Kiss a doze
How
horse.
mighty fool.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Unbelievable.
Now I shall sing you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I doubt Herman will ever be sober.
So,
Champion.
and here we are in the city. It is very quaint and colorful. I like this. Right, we have a few points of interest here. Alchemy supplies, at least 2 inns, an armorer, a grindstone, but I guess I'm just heading straight for my quest objective.
Oh my!
Never have you seen such a tournament, for such a tournament's never been held. All lovers of Gwent are invited to come compete against players from all over the world. In addition, this tournament shall be your chance to play the new and exciting Skellige faction. Count Monnier will be expecting you at the Pheasantry. Yeah, I need to collect a few more cards for that if I want to play the Skellige deck, though.
I won't go. I simply won't do it.
What's the problem over here?
I shall go. Or perhaps I won't.
Go where?
Lapiota's tales of
Nice tune.
The Witcher from the North.
Apparently everybody here
Damsels demand tendance.
knows who I am.
And now I shall drink, dance, and
Alright, so where is this person that I need to find? The Grandmaster Smith Lafarge or Lafargue? Lafargue, probably. Alright, shouldn't be much further.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry
Oh.
monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day to see it. You're a cheat, sir.
And we paid good coin for the tickets. Give it back.
Your tickets remain valid. You must merely wait patiently for the exhibition to reopen.
What's going on here?
One clever sort claimed to be a
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed.
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please. I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait. Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Oh,
Saw your
really?
notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Well, tell me more about it.
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is! Our pride and joy, Reginald Daubry. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Well,
Somebody
that's
stole the
tragic.
testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Is this really a job for a witcher? But, sure, tell me more about it.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Okay. Well, do you have any suspects already?
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
I don't know. I can't imagine anyone who would not want them. So when did they disappear?
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Alright, well, I guess I can have a look around.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times.
Well, that's terrible.
It must.
Goodness gracious, great balls of granite. Alright, well, I guess I'm doing this now. Let's investigate the statue.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I call this.
Okay, well, someone was very determined.
Dried bloodstain.
Okay, so maybe they cut themselves when they cut off the balls, huh? Which means I may be able to find more blood.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Alright, well, think it's leading down here.
Do you know why Castel Ravello has good harvests year in, year out? They import some
hard to
alchemical
see the
dung
trail
from the Empire, then fertilize their vines
in
with
this bright light.
I wish you
But I think this is the proper direction. So let's see
Best
who
cure for the beast.
stole the
A witcher.
testicles.
Quite the fragrant whiff.
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me. It's no disaster
Well,
like a frontal lobotomy.
Oh, it's continuing over here. And it is really hard to see.
Witcher.
Does it lead to this door? Or to this guy? But he's just lying here.
Old Gotish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
No, I don't think it's going inside here. Oh, well, we have some of it in here. Ah, it's continuing over here. Alright.
Phew, stinky.
A bottle of wine's enough for two.
Scent leads to this door.
Okay. Well, let's see who's responsible. What the hell?
Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, then landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes, that's not him.
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
I don't even know what's
That's
going
not
on
my
here.
husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you? And why are you in my home? Out! Now! Or I'll summon the guards!
I just want to talk about some stolen testicles.
Calm down. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. We do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
Well, I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves a body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
So, a hero, you say?
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda, I know you're in there. You
Uh-oh.
and that fancy pants of yours.
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
No, I don't want to fight you. Just go home. I'm totally innocent of this.
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
Mm-hmm. So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, Please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I were 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Hmm? Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
Well, I'm willing to lend them to you. Sure, why not? You keep them a while longer, but later I come collect them again. I mean, other people want to benefit from those stones as well, I'm sure. So, don't keep them all for yourself.
Perhaps I could lend them to you for 1 more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more romps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
I think that's a good deal. Well, I suppose I will come back here in a day and see what happens. Well, this is totally not the quest that I wanted to do, but I kinda stumbled into this. Let me mark this as active again, and maybe we can actually reach that guy today while the old man has some fun. So, this is the square that we saw before, right? The Grand Palace, the Grand Place. Okay, yeah, let's just head straight for the armorer this time. And I don't know, we may need to do some stuff for him first before we can actually start forging, right? Isn't this usually how it goes? Oh, there's yet another quest. Well, I suppose I kind of want to check that out too. If I find out how to get there. Okay, this seems to work.
The serendipity. I'm so glad you're back.
Have we met?
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Well, that is refreshingly honest.
Gotta stop by that bank.
But the quest is called Paper Chase. I have a feeling that getting that money will not be as easy as that guy claims. And yeah, I'm not going to follow up on that quest just yet. Instead, let's see if we can find that guy. Apparently, this is a place.
Annual chivalric tourney.
Serving
as patron this year, Lady
Right.
Vivienne de Tabry. Valiant knights from all corners of the world will vie for the title of tourney champion. Tickets still available, but certain to run out quickly.
Alright, I think I know that already.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same.
I'm an armorer, see, and I for years sought diagrams for Witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them? No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
Alright, I knew it. I had to do some kind of task for him first. Yeah, tell me more about the diagrams.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
Alright, that sounds like a deal. Yeah, tell me more about that elf.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grandmaster while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Alright, I will get the diagrams for you. Where can I look for them?
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school, of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore.
Manticore?
Which should I start with?
Well, tell me about the wolf armor.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
Alright, that's interesting. But, I have to admit, I am more interested about the cat armor.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the Ducal Guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
Alright, well, I definitely want to get the Grandmaster cat armor, but obviously I will also try to get all the other diagrams. Yeah, tell me about the Manticore, never heard about that before.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century past, one of their number came to him, a Witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the Ducal Guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
I most certainly will. Okay, tell me about the Griffin armor.
The Griffin? What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No. It said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
Alright, even more runes for me to search. Okay, and finally tell me about the bear.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering Witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True. This one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed. The bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
Alright, well, that should be all the information I need, but let me have a look at your store too.
What do you have on
offer? Well, obviously I don't really need to buy any armor. Not sure if I need any of that. Suppose I can sell you some stuff. I mean, this actually has more armor rating than the one that I have, but pretty sure I want to keep my Witcher gear anyway. Right, and I'm not sure if I need to repair my stuff, but may as well. There we go. Okay, I think
Farewell.
that's it for
Good
now.
luck on the path.
So, let me see. Where do I need to go if I want to find the feline gear? Okay, the feline gear is way over here. Oh my goodness. I will have to travel a long way for that. And I'm guessing the other stuff is... well, yeah, it's all pretty much at the edge of the map, apparently. Yeah, they put it at the edge of the map, so I'm actually forced to go everywhere. Not that I wouldn't go everywhere anyway, but that's good to know. Right, the episode is getting kinda long, so I think I will make a cut here. And like I said, I will probably just get the feline gear for the start and then maybe grab the other stuff later. But before I do that, I want to go and continue this quest over here. I need to go to the cemetery first because apparently the professor is dead and I need to find the journal that is buried with him. So the graveyard would be over here. Yeah, I'm going to continue with this in the next episode and maybe something interesting will come out of that. There's anything else of interest in here? Is there? Nope. Alright, well, yeah, so we have more Witcher gear to collect, but for now we will continue with the mutagen professor quest, and that's what we're going to start in the next episode. And I still have to return to the guy who stole the testicles, but that can wait for another episode. So yeah, let's make a cut here and we will continue tomorrow. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.